Hello, everyone. So, I want to talk about Hurricane Helene and how it is prophetically connected to what is happening in the nation right now because it's really significant. Pray for these people that were in the path of this horrific storm, please, because it caused devastation in a concentrated area of the nation. And so, when it comes to this storm, it formed as a Category 4 on the heels of two things: the assassination attempt on President Trump, the second one at Mar-a-Lago in Florida, and it's coming on the heels of the Feast of Trumpets, Rosh Hashanah, which the Jewish people consider their new year according to the Jewish calendar. So the storm is named Helene. It's another form of Helen. Helen, when it came to the Greeks, was connected to Aphrodite in an incident that caused the Trojan War. Now, Aphrodite is connected to Isis, is connected to Ishtar, is connected to Ashtoreth. One of Aphrodite's main worship areas and temples was in Athens. So keeping this in mind, go back to 2023, January 2023, a golden statue resembling Ishtar, Ashtoreth, Aphrodite is raised above the New York City Appellate Courthouse. And that was the announcement of that spirit that it was going to try to take over the highest seat in the land using a woman. 2 months after that happened, March 2023, in Nashville, Tennessee, there was a school shooting at a Christian school called Covenant, a horrific shooting. That was the prophetic warning that the entire covenant of this nation and this nation was about to go under full-blown attack. And this happens 2 months after that statue is raised in New York City. So after this happens, we begin to see these events one after the other pick up and happen in the nation. And Nashville was the ground zero, shall we say, for it. Now, why Nashville? Nashville is nicknamed the Athens of the South. Athens is where the Temple of Zeus was, otherwise known as the throne of Satan. And Athens is where one of Aphrodite's main hubs, also known as Isis, Ishtar, Ashtoreth, one of her main hubs of this false goddess was in Athens as well. So when the enemy wanted to shed innocent blood to attack a covenant, he chose the Athens of the South, Nashville, that also is a hub for music, being he was the music minister in heaven before he was cast down like lightning after he rebelled against God. Now, we fast forward to this storm, right? Helene, Helen, connected to Aphrodite, Isis, Ishtar, Ashtoreth. But the path of the storm, where the storm ended, was up in Tennessee, and Nashville was literally in the center of where this storm's path ended. Nashville was embroiled in the center of this storm named Helene, which is another form of Helen, which is connected to what happened at the school shooting Covenant, because it's called the Athens of the South, where the temple of Zeus and one of the temples of Aphrodite was. And now you have this storm that happened to be named Helene, which means bringer of light. Satan comes as an angel of light, but really he brings destruction. And this is why we see the path of this storm, the way it went and where it stopped, where Nashville was embroiled in the middle of it. Because when the enemy is going to attack, he picks strategic locations to do so that connect to places of power for him. And so this is why we have seen this culminate the way we have, and it has led up now to this very crucial Rosh Hashanah, 10 days of awe, and Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. It is no accident. This has come on the heels of this. It is no accident. The path went the way it did, and Nashville was at the center where the path of this Category 4 hurricane in an election year, where the presidential term is 4 years, happened. And it came in as a Category 4, and then it began to severely weaken almost overnight. when it made landfall. So it came in strong, and then the source of its power weakened. That is prophetic also. Be watchmen right now. Keep the faith.